Oi, 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 oi.
Remember to go off mute.
I did. I clicked it right before we come on. There we go. How is everyone? Happy Thursday. May the 4th be with you.
Thursday. Happy Star Wars Day.
With you.
Did you get a wee haircut there, Charlie? You're looking quite sharp this evening.
Yeah, that's what happens when the missus is a haircutting extraordinaire. She can work wonders with absolute.
Is there anything that she can do for me?
Mate, you can't polish a
I said she's a hairdresser.
Wow.
She's not a magician, mate.
Wow. Love you too as well, guys. Thanks very much.
Nice to have you back, Tom, for the second week running. Cheers, mate.
I'm here, mate. What do you mean?
How have we been? All good?
Well, that was a bit of a dig, wasn't it? I'm not having back for the second week running.
Tom, have you noticed he's so cheeky? He doesn't even have a Stella Artois in front of him, but he's very cheeky.
I'm sticking up for my bald friend.
I didn't say anything. You were the one who took the piss out of him having no hair.
Wait a minute, friend. Anyway, move on.
Wow. Anyway, so how are we? Is everyone all good? All good, Andy? You're drinking coffee
on the show.
I've had a fantastic week. Thanks very much for asking, Charlie. It's been very busy but very productive, and I'm very much looking forward to chatting about comics with my two friends. How are you, Tom?
I'm looking at these friends you just mentioned.
Oh, wow.
I'm all right, cheers, mate. I've had same as you, mate, quite a busy week. Started a new job, so I'm looking forward to just chilling out with you two losers.
Nice. Loving it.
I'm loving it.
Well, anyway, the chat is buzzing. UK Demands Treats is the first in. Evening, everyone. Looking forward to tonight's show. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Chris Bell, Mr. Week. Feels like forever. Good evening, killers. Good evening, sir. We've got a whatnot extraordinaire. We've got Liam Redsters. Welcome, sir. Thank you very much for joining. And we have Bat Dan Dixon. Howdy, gang. Howdy, yo. The Poptimus UK. What's happening, mate? Welcome. We've got the sexy man, Tim. There's some bite tonight. Yes, there is.
To be fair, I've just realised, Charlie, you don't abuse us when we're not on the screen and we're on text. And then as soon as we go on screen, everyone can see us. You just mug us all off.
That can change. I can do it.
No, that's when the true Charlie comes out. That's what it is, Tom.
True. Like everyone can see.
Yeah.
Maybe I am just a YouTube wanker after all. Who knows?
How's the top bloke?
Anyway.
But you mean who?
How's the bloke top right? Who? Yeah, he's all right. He's fine. Now then.
I'm fine.
Triple G.
Yes, I'm good then.
Evening, sir. Phil's Treehouse, thank you for joining us all the way from across the pond. And we have evening to you, three fine gentlemen from Martin Simcox. So we've had a little bitch. We're gonna rewind and go again. Happy Thursday, you sexy men. Okay, is that better, or is that too condescending now? Is that too condescending for you now? Is that okay?
I'll take that.
In every family relationship, there's always ups and downs. There's always bickering and fighting. So, we love each other, really.
We do indeed.
We love each other, really. I'll sip you that fiver later, Andy.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Anyway, so it's another Thursday. We've had a full week. We've had a bank holiday, which probably means that one of you two have gone ballistic on eBay. Andy, Tom, have you got any pickups?
I have, but they're not comic book related. So, Andy, do you want to go first?
And yeah, I'm happy to go first. Where should I start? Is the question. I'll start with some whatnot purchases. This week, specifically today and whatnot, I've been going absolutely crazy because it's obviously Star Wars Day, and all the sellers are going mental with their Star Wars pickups or sales, and I can't help but pick up a few bargains. So thanks to all the guys, including Hobgoblin Hideaway, who made 1,000 followers on the Whatnot show tonight. So congratulations to Tim and Lucy. Yeah. If you haven't already went and followed Tim and Lucy, you do, and also check out their Facebook group, which we will drop the link in a little bit. So without any more hesitation, we've got Hulk issue number 1. This is the 1 in 25 Bianchi variant that I picked up from the old What of the Not. So pretty cool cover there. Love this series. We've got Fantastic Four issue number 4. and this is a Russell Dotterman cover. Do you guys know the covers?
Is that a connecting variant?
I don't think so. No, I don't think it's a connecting variant. But do you remember the covers that have like multiple of different characters?
Yeah.
It has like all the Wolverines. Same artist.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay.
And this is 1 in 25, I think.
Yeah, Russell Dortmund. Didn't he do quite a few of them design variants, and then he also he'd done quite a lot for X-Men.
Yeah. He done loads for X-Men. This is Hero Reborn issue number 2, and this is the Veregi variant. So this is a 1 in 50. I tried to pick up as many of the Veregi variants as I possibly can. I think they're really cool. Pretty cool. We also have, what else do we have? So we have Infinity Wars. This is issue number 1, and this is a 1 in 25 Shira Hama variant. And I just think this is pretty cool. It came up on the old Whatnot, and I thought I'd pick it up because I hadn't seen the cover before. I took a trip to Forbidden Planet. I bought Andy's cover pick last week and read the actual comic. It's Pap. Don't judge a book by its cover. Which cover did I pick last time? Which one was it?
It was the who did you have?
Last week. Last week?
I can't think.
Yeah, last week. I've had a complete mind blank.
Actually,
it'll come back to me.
No, I can't be.
I can't remember. So I took a little trip into Forbidden Planet in Belfast, and every so often I'll sort of. Do we have it? Do we know what it is?
Darth Vader, black.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
The red, black, and Pap.
I'm really glad we didn't pick it as a book to read.
Red Pap and shit.
I've heard it's pretty bad. So yeah, every now and again when I go into Forbidden Planet in Belfast, I sort of come out of there feeling as if I should wear a mask because I find some really good deals. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, issue number 15. So this is a sort of minor key in the Moon Girl run because this is the first time that Moon Girl meets Ironheart. So this goes for decent money on the Bay. I'll tell you at the end how much I paid for these. These were all picked up for my youngest daughter, who absolutely loves Moon Girl on the Disney Plus TV channel.
That's wicked.
Next issue is Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur issue number 7. I don't know what the reason why this is a key, but it is a key apparently. This one is probably. Go for it.
Are those books slightly bigger than normal books, or is my screen just stretched?
No, they're same size as normal books. Same size.
My screen's stretched.
God forbid.
Everything's really long. Well, that's really good, actually.
It's good for some of us. We'll get issue number 34. And this is the first appearance of this character here, which is the human version of Devil Dinosaur.
Oh, cool.
And then
I think everyone went a bit crazy on Whatnot this afternoon. Need to go back in comics, and what's Comics Anonymous fell off the wagon and went a bit crazy on Whatnot this evening.
Comics Anonymous, that must be a seller, maybe in America, potentially.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure.
Oh, okay.
And last in this run was issue number 32, and this is the first appearance of Princess Fisk, daughter of Notorious Fisk.
Nice.
Yes. So yeah, I paid £3 each for those.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Wow.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'll check. Really some of them are going for like £25 as well, which is pretty.
I was going to say, isn't that Princess Fisk one quite expensive?
Yeah, that's a £25-30 book apparently. So yeah, I'm happy enough with that.
Are you going to keep them now, Andy, or are you going to flip them?
Do you know? I primarily picked them up for my daughter, as I said. But what I might do is,
and he found out the value. He's like, see you later.
What I might do, what I might do is I might flip them and try and buy a graded issue number 1 for her instead.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah.
So, that's a good shout. I'm sorry.
That's what I was thinking of doing. Yeah, stick it up in her bedroom and stuff like that. So, I picked this up. So this is Extreme 2000 AD issue number 1. This is the Extreme magazine size edition. So this is actually a jock cover. But the cool thing about this is, and I should have really prepared for this, as far as I'm aware, I believe that this is the only wraparound cover that Jock has actually done.
Oh wow!
Oh
Nice.
wow! That's cool.
So I picked this up. I didn't actually have this in my collection. Picked this up on eBay for a really good price. I think I only paid maybe £6 or £7 for it, and the
That's probably
artwork
one
is
of the
absolutely
first
stellar.
times I've seen a Jock cover with, you know, quite a lot of decent like color work on it. 'Cause it's normally either black and white, and so that's really. If I wouldn't have been able to tell you that was a Jock cover, to be honest. That's nice.
No, I wouldn't have known that either. No.
And I think this was 2003 artwork. So back in the day, Jock would have signed his work and put the year that he'd done it. So this was 2003 for that one. Speaking of Jock, I picked this up on eBay as well. So Batman, the Batman Who Laughs, the Deluxe Edition. Fantastic Jock artwork. And I haven't opened it up yet. I literally just received it. I picked this up for a bargain, guys. I picked this up from Books, etc. I think it was on eBay, and they were selling this with 45% off. So it was like £19.80 delivered for this. So I highly recommend. If anybody wants to pick it up and get a bargain.
That's a great run as well. I like that run.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to get stuck into it. The last two items, guys, and then I can leave you guys in peace. I received. Well, okay. Let me just set this up here. So, I had asked the guys who were going to Star Wars Celebration if they could pick me up a couple of fig pins. So I was interested in a couple in particular, and our good friend Peter came up trumps and was able to get them for me. But he actually okayed them to me. He actually gifted them to me and sent them to me today. I picked up my favourite, Boba Fett.
Nice.
And I also picked up Ahsoka Tano. Another one of my favourites.
I thought you would have got a Princess Leia.
I think they had 5 or 6 that were sort of special Star Wars Celebration ones, and they didn't have a Princess Leia. I have a Princess Leia up there, so I do have Princess Leia. I love these fig pins; they're absolutely fantastic. Are these related in any way to Funko? I don't know if they are. I think this is a separate company.
Darren, the Poptimist is in the chat. He knows a lot about them. I think you can battle them, or I think there's somewhere you can battle them when you take them out. You go into the Figpin app and you put in their percentages and like I think it's kind of like a top chumps thing. Darren, let me know if I'm right, but I think it is something like that.
Is that Ahsoka Tano gold?
It's like a white with a gold sort of trim. It's like a special edition.
That's smart.
It looks great.
Yeah, they look fantastic. I know that Dan, the Poptimist, normally takes really cool pictures of his at the weekend and stuff like that. So if you want to go and check out all the stuff that Dan has, it's fantastic. But yeah, I don't know if this is like a separate company or if it's Funko that owns it and stuff like that. So I'd be interested to find out because I'll probably buy more of these, to be fair. So just before I go, just massive shout out to Peter. Blown away by this. Thank you so much, mate. Again, it goes without saying that go and make sure that you're subbed up to Triple G. Apart from all this YouTube stuff and comic stuff that we do, he's one of the genuine ones. So
yeah,
great
he's
guy,
a really cool
person. Thank you so much, mate. And that was me. That's all my pickups, guys.
Mate, that's
awesome, man.
That's wicked. Tom, I'm interested to see what you picked up because you said it wasn't comic related, and I'm always interested.
It is comic related, but it's not a comic books. I have gone down that rabbit hole of getting Lego. Like literally, I've gone berserk for Lego. So I've got I managed to pick up the little miniature Boba Fett, his little ship, which is pretty cool. I actually have built that one, so it's pretty.
Oh, look at that! That's cool.
It is. It's wicked. I love the fact that it comes with a little miniature Boba Fett. I thought it was just a ship, to be fair, but yeah, get a little miniature Boba Fett, which is nice. And I also got, well, I didn't get it on my after my first day of work. I got home and Charlotte had bought me the Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy baby rocket kind of set, wicked. Which is pretty cool. I haven't actually started building it yet. I've started the first part. But yeah, it's not really got much.
Was that the one you started? Was that the one you started last night?
Yeah. So basically, I got home from work the day before yesterday, and Charlotte literally was like, normally when someone goes for a new day at work, you get a card or something. She's like, I know you're not into cards, so here, have this. And I was like, you're the best wife on the planet. But yeah, I've got into Lego massively because I just find it really therapeutic. It just seems to calm my mind, which is good. And then I treated myself for my new job, and I got the Mandalorian helmet, the Lego Mandalorian helmet,
which
class. I'm going to put together at the weekend.
Have you built one of those before, Tom?
No, I haven't. I'm looking forward to having a go at it.
Such a good build. Like I think you mentioned it. It's like therapeutic. I find that as well. Like I can completely zone out, and build some Lego. If you want to just get away from things, it's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, enjoy build.
Yeah, I am really looking forward to it. I bought the Boba Fett one as well this afternoon because I've had a rebate on something from work, which is pretty cool. My old job.
Nice.
So I've done that as well.
Yeah, I've got.
I also, because I've been watching Lego Masters, I picked up the Australian Lego Masters. The guy who presents it, I bought his book, which is all about how to build your own builds from just random bits of Lego, and how to start, where to find parts, how to order the right bits from Lego and stuff, and not get down a rabbit hole of ordering stuff you don't need. So I'm looking forward to getting into this because I quite like the idea of kind of building a bit of like a Lego station behind me and like having like drawers with lots of different types of Lego in, and then
sweet, yeah.
Build whatever I want if you like.
Well, Tom, you'll like this app. So there's an app out. Me and my little boy use it, and it's called. I'll have to send it to you. But basically, you can. Is it where you literally get I think it's called Brick It or something, and you just take a picture of like all your Lego, and it will tell you what you can build out of everything that you've sent through.
Oh no, I've not got that one. I don't have that one. I've got one which is called, where is it? I've got the Lego Builder app. So basically I can, like, similar to what you've said, but you scan a load of Lego and it'll say what you can build, but it'll show you like what it matches up to. So if you've got a load of bits that make castle, like a original Lego castle, it'll give you the build pattern for it and how to build it. It's pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it looks pretty good. Yeah, the app's wicked. Andy, I've just found on Forbidden Planet this. I've just put it in the chat. It's the Forbidden Planet Fig Pin Princess Leia Organa SWC exclusive.
Ooh,
that's on Forbidden Planet. It's £20.
Nice. Thanks for that. Yeah,
so,
that's more money that's going to cost me.
So yeah, I just thought I'd let you know. But yeah, Tom, I'll try and find that app for you because it's wicked. You literally just throw all the Lego on the floor, and it will literally scan every single individual piece, and then it will come back and say you can make this, and this. Because me and my boys, instead of just sitting there like building something out of a book, you just want to build something random. So yeah.
That's cool. It's what I used to do when I was a kid. Like I had loads of Lego, but I gave it away when I moved out to university. So I do kind of regret it because I wish I'd got it now because I had tons of it. I had like the original UFO stuff, or the space stations, Lego City, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
it was my kind of go-to. Like I said before, it's kind of like therapy. So getting back into it has been really nice. It's kind of been able to, because I'm not really enjoying moving from one job to another because I've not left a job I didn't like to move into a job that I'm going to love. I've gone from a job I loved to something I have no idea about. So this is my kind of thing at night to kind of calm the whole mind down and be like, oh my God, you haven't made a mistake. Just crack on and do some Lego because you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Exactly. Go for it.
But yeah.
So we've got Fig Pins, Lego. That's wicked. Love that. Did you get any comic pickups or not?
I do have a couple of pieces coming from Galactic, but I contacted him earlier and he said because of the bank holiday there's issues with post, but
yeah, so
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Perfect. All right then. So I'll go on to mine. So I got that.
Nice. That is a lovely cup. That's probably one of my favourite J. Scotts, man.
And then I was like, oh, I like it so much. I went over that.
Nice. Is that 9.8? Yeah, lovely.
Charlie and buying double shocker.
It's nice. It's nice. I can have a Harvey sandwich tonight. So yeah, I picked up that, and it's a hefty book. It's thick. It's great. and I've still got about another 5 or 6 of these that I want to send off from the 30th anniversary. So there was that, and then a few weeks ago we did the for my killer pick. I picked up that little retro gaming thing. I said I was going to get one.
Yes, yeah.
It finally arrived.
I love that it looks like a Game Boy, man. It's so cool.
It finally arrived. So I don't know if you can see, but it's got like so many things on it. It's got like, I guess you can't see, but it's got like PS1, Vertical Game Arcade, CBS, Neo Geo, MAME, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, SNES, NES, Mega Drive, Game Boy Color, Game Boy, Game Gear.
Is that just a Raspberry Pi with a shell on top?
It's basically a Raspberry Pi, and it's already been done. It's called an Anbanic.
I'm glad you haven't asked me to say it. Fuck.
Tom, could you do me a favour? Could you phone Charlie's wife just to make sure that he's okay?
Yeah, so I'll just phone her and make sure he's not had a stroke.
Yeah.
Well, the one that we reviewed.
I'm glad I didn't get to say it. I was going to say, I'm glad you didn't let me say it.
The one that we reviewed was called a Mayu Mini Plus, which was the newer one.
Yes.
And there's been a lot of problems with it. There's been a ton of problems with it. The software, it's meant to be onion, and it's gone from onion to garlic, and the software's not working at all. It's not mixing. The Raspberry Pi.
Why are these things all named after food? I'm going to get a Raspberry Pi with onion, garlic.
But the thing is, as soon as you load the retros on it doesn't work. It does not work at all. So they've bought this one, and it's the Anbanic RG35. It is a really it's called the Anbanic RG35XX, and it's wicked. It comes preloaded with 5,565 games, and it's just wicked. I've been playing it every single day. Yeah. And the best thing about it is, go on.
No, I'm sorry. I was just going to say, can you update it? I think you're delayed, Charlie. I think your sound is delayed a wee bit.
Probably.
Can you update the more games? Or?
Yeah. So like, it's pretty easy. You just literally it comes with a 64 gig SD card that you can kind of take out, plug it into your computer, and download the ROMs onto it, and then put it back on there. So if there's new games and new software, you just update, and it's done in like 5-6 minutes.
Cool.
Oh wow!
Was that expensive?
At least I can.
Charlie?
It was £90, so that's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's good. Not bad.
And it comes with a HDMI. But it comes with a HDMI to a mini HDMI that you can plug into a TV. And then you can plug controllers into it as well. So that acts as like a little gaming system that you can plug on your TV. And the graphics are amazing. So yeah.
Nice. Enjoy.
Awesome. So it's a bit like basically a Nintendo Switch, but better in a way.
Yeah, with literally the original Pokemon, everything on there. Amazing.
That's really cool.
So yeah, it's wicked. But now I want to get the Mayu Mini to see what the difference is and do a compare and find out. So yeah, and I've just realised, panels. Sean said, I imagine it takes a while to read a comic. Coming from someone that struggles to reach the shelf where the comics are is quite funny.
Wow. I'm not sure about this show tonight. It's been very catty and almost the Bake Off show.
But yeah, if you do want to pick up an Anabinic, go ahead, pick one up. Because they're great for 90 quid. But if you thought this was the business end, should we get down to the business end of the show? Shall we?
Let's do it.
Bosh.
Sorry.
Who wants to take it away with killer covers of the week, May 3rd? This is seriously good shit this week. There's been some Instagram's been going mental. I think we've all picked some good covers, so this should be an interesting killer covers. Let's take it away. Up first is
there we go. Starting as we mean to go on.
Starting with the worst of the pile.
Start with my pick. Batman and Joker, the Deadly Duo, issue number 7. This is from
Jock.
the modern comic cover icon that is Jock, who's produced some of the best work this side of the UK. It was obvious that I was going to pick a Jock cover. However, this is an easy decision. I believe that this cover will be another iconic cover. I think this is fantastic in its simplicity. And I would like to see a series of these covers.
What would they be? Different colours?
Different logos and different emblems and stuff like that. It could be
With the teeth?
Yeah. You would need that for a mouth, Tom.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm just thinking, how could you replicate this into something else?
Because it's so perfect, isn't it? So you can't replicate perfection. Is that what you're saying?
No, but you're saying it'd be good as a series. It can't be good as a series if you can't replicate it.
Different logos. Could you not put like different emblems and things like that on it? No.
So it'd just be a mouth on lots of different emblems.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Can see that.
It works in my head. Anyway, this is my pick. Jock cover, DC. I think it's fantastic, and hopefully you guys will as well.
I'm so surprised, right? So I was going to get this one from Slab Crusaders, and I literally missed the boat. I told Andy about it, went to go on, and it was gone. Missed the boat. But this is just a normal card stock. It's not like a 1 in 10 or 1 in 25. So this is pretty easy to pick up, I assume, if the retailers have got it left. But a lot of people, like on Instagram, well, quite a few on Instagram and here as well, saying like it's the Bamijo recent ones are better, not one of my favourite Jocks. It looks like a poster in a dental surgery. It's as boring as fuck. It's a good cover, if a little uninspiring. I totally disagree with them. I think this is a great cover. The only thing is that I don't really like about it is I would have preferred it without any of the logos.
A Virgin.
That's yeah. I mean, I just think I think it looks
You prefer
great.
a Virgin?
I think no, I don't. No. Sometimes I like it worn. But I definitely think this is a great cover. And I think if this was to be a foil and the red was in foil, that'd be amazing.
It is going to be a foil. They're releasing a foil at MCM.
Yeah, that's going to be how much? What would that be? Like a 1 in 10 or 1 in 50?
I don't know. It's just a con exclusive. Jock had it up on his IG. Yeah,
that's going to be nice, as. But yeah, I like this one. Tom,
like I say every time we do this every week, like all joking aside, I always pick covers or look at covers that would catch my eye in the comic shop, that would draw me in to go and have a look, and this would do that. I might not particularly think it's one of Jock's best covers, and I do think it's very simple and probably a little too simple for what he's capable of. And I imagine the amount of money that it's cost DC to pay for this cover, it doesn't really match up to how much work it's probably taken Jock. But it's a good cover, and it would definitely draw my eye, and I would go over to the shelf. I might not pick it up, but I do agree with you, Charlie. I think at the end of the day, if you took the logos off it, it would be a cover that I would be more interested in, especially a foil version. But also, I think it tells you exactly what it is, which is pretty good if you think about it. Like, it's clearly a Batman comic, and it's clearly got something to do with the Joker. So what more do you want from a cover? It tells you what it is, it draws you in, and it's quite simple. So yeah, I do like it, all jokings aside.
has anyone been reading the actual comic?
No. I don't really read DC anymore, to be honest, mate.
No, yeah.
From my understanding, I believe it's old artwork that Jock has done. So I think this is quite early artwork. Obviously, it's been sort of spruced up and coloured and stuff like that for this. But a lot of the gold and silver covers that he done for the Batman run, the 1 in 50s, that was old artwork that had been sort of reused for those covers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
No, that's well good.
So he's not even doing original artwork. It's just hash out old shit.
Still making the money though. Still making
Exactly.
the money.
I mean, fair play.
So right. So we've had this one. Tom.
I mean, mine's really uninspiring, but I've gone for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers TMNT #5 issue 5, and I've gone for the Goni Monsters reveal variant, which is a foil variant, and it's a 1 in 10, I believe, of this one. But it's like all the other Ninja Turtles ones.
I've totally dropped off of this. I stopped reading it after issue 1.
Yeah, I quite like it as a series. If it's simple, effective, it's not going to win any awards, and it's not everyone's cup of tea. But I quite like the crossover. To be fair,
I need to pick up on it again. Like I thought the first arc was good, but this arc just seemed. I literally just haven't. I read the first issue, and then I haven't really bothered to pick it up, which is a shame because I kind of like the crossover. No, that's the thing.
It's nowhere near as good as the first one, and I really like the first issue where they did the panels where he went through the prison. That was really cool, but that's probably the most decent thing about it. I'm kind of reading it because I like it, but it's not going to win any awards. It's not the best thing in the world. And I picked this cover because it would, again, draw me in. And the fact that it's a foil cover, I thought it would, really kind of pop on the shelf. But I really like these helmet covers and I like them as a collection. I think they work well as a series. But it's same old stuff. I mean, I found it quite hard to find a decent book this week to pick, to be fair. But I mean,
so are they doing it?
I love it.
Like the first arc they did with the turtles holding the helmets and vice versa. Are they doing that with this as well?
Yes, mate. Yeah. So I think this is Casey Jones on this one. Rita Repulsa's on one of them, and the I think the T-Rex, the actual the Rangers are now the actual prehistoric dinosaurs. I think they're going to be on here as well at some point in these kind of positions.
Andy?
I think this will look great as a foil. Obviously the picture doesn't do it justice, but I think when you see this in hand, it'll be really striking. And just as you guys said there about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle covers, because I knew that I'd seen this sort of idea before. So if you're already invested in buying those, then you're obviously going to go and pick this one up. So
yeah. I mean, that's kind of why I picked it, because I've got all the others. So I've got them as a series, which is why it literally caught my eye. But like I said, with the Jock cover, if you saw this on the shelf, it'd be one of those ones you'd want to go and look at. Whether you buy it or not, once you get there, is a different story. But it is an eye-drawing, kind of draws you in kind of book. And that's what I like about doing this cover pick, is because I try to always go for a book that would catch my eye and draw me into the shelf.
And is it just me, or is the helmet really, really small, or are the hands massive? Because if you
the hands are massive, freakishly massive.
Yeah.
Because the rest of it's proportionate. I totally get what you mean. Like the hands are huge.
It's been squeezed in to fit into the page, probably.
I quite like it, but again, like with the Turtles one, it was like Leonardo holding the Red Ranger and stuff like that. But then it kind of went on to. It was like 4 or 5 different variants of the same helmet with a different turtle holding it, and I kind of just got lost. I kind of went for the 4 turtles holding 4 helmets and stuff, and that was it, because I think it just became a cash cow, which I think this second arc seems to be. But it seems to work though. Martin has said, Deadly Duo, the Mark Silvestri interior artwork is done. I hope they release a black and white trade paperback version. The Jock cover is a beauty. I've heard good things about that duo, but again, there's just so many comics out to read, and if we wasn't doing anything for the show, I think I'd numb it down. I'm still reading about 5 or 6 comics a week, but I just have to be selective, because otherwise I'd get lost and wouldn't get any work done. So right, so that's a good cover. I do like that, and as always, the picture doesn't do it justice. I'm sure it does pop. This is a problem I have, Andy. The helmet is normal. I have large hands. Shut up. It's true. That's a good point. Poptimus got a good point here. Looks like a radiant black cover.
It does.
It does indeed.
It does indeed. Right. So now we've gone from that onto this. Poison Ivy, issue number 12, Jenny Frisson cover B variant. This is the first ever Jenny Frisson cover I've picked for the killer covers.
Is it really?
We've done it.
Ever?
Yeah. I think so, yeah. I went for it since we started doing it. The main reason I went for this is, one, I'm reading the Poison Ivy issues and I'm loving it. And 2, this has got the Last of Us vibes all over it. Spores galore. Love it. And this also, so this is the Jenny Frisson cover B, which is standard to pick up, but she's also done a 1 in 50 foil variant cover as well. So I think that would look absolutely amazing as a foil. And I've ordered this one. And I think I only have like 2 or 3 Jenny Frisson covers, and this one really just kind of stood out for me because I think it looks amazing. And I like
It's the eye, mate.
It's the eye. I think it's the whole, like the veins on her face, everything. Absolutely loved it. And I'm surprised. I thought Andy was going to pick it. So when he sent through the jock one, I was like, oh, I can go for the one that I wanted to go for. But yeah, this is I love it. What do you think, Andy?
Yeah, no, that's Frisson at our best, isn't it? Like the eye is amazing. It's I think this would absolutely pop in a foil cover. So yeah, this was a close second for me.
Tom?
Yeah, man, I nearly picked it, but I thought Andy was going to pick it, so I didn't. But yeah, this was I think this is stunning. I really do. I love how the eye draws you in. She's just such a talented artist.
Mate, and I would love for her to do, like, she's got to come to the UK soon, surely. She has to. I mean, Andy, you picked up last week, you picked up the Jenny Frisson art book, didn't you?
Yeah, the DC poster portfolio. Which
So, I
I'm
mean, like,
kind of
if she was to
hoping
come,
that she does. Yeah, I'm hoping that she does come to a UK con at some point.
Yeah, man,
or
I'd
I might
love to
even
get
travel to America.
my House of Slaughter 1 in 200 signed by her because it's a stunner. I love it.
Right, so that's all the 3 covers. We've gone for Jenny Frisson, we've gone for Power Rangers, and we've gone for Jock. The community tab and the vote is now live on YouTube, so place your votes now, and we'll see who wins at the end. Right, so
see who wins at the end.
Yes, the community vote was placed, and the ambassadors issue number 3 won with 79% of the vote from week number 17 last week. So it is, we've got 4 covers this week. We've got the Ambassadors 3, written by the fantastic Mark Millar, art by Travis Cheres, and the colour is by Dave Stewart. We've got 4 covers. Main cover by Travis Cheres, cover B, which is the Travis Cheres black and white variant cover, cover C, which is the Cheres variant, and we have the second printing as well. Who wants to take this away first? Andy?
Andy?
Go for it, guys. I always go first. One of you guys can go first. Go for it.
Right, sweet. I'll go then. So, issue number 2 for me, I didn't think it was Mark Millar writing it. It didn't seem to have like the same impact as some of the comics that he's written before. Especially issue number 1 seemed very impactful. It seemed like it was going to be a good run. We got to know a lot about the characters, or so we thought. Like the first 3 or 4 issues, 3 or 4 pages, we find out about a cute little monkey character that I thought we would find out so much more about. And then we get to find out about the whole process of this, how I think her name is Chun Chi Huang, is kind of putting together this team of ambassadors, 6 ambassadors, superheroes.
Is that actually her name?
I think so. It might not be. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm hoping I'm going to go with it.
No,
so I'm going with it.
I can't say it either, mate, so I can't even help.
But yeah, I enjoyed this a lot more than I did issue number 2. Issue 2 for me fell flat. It was all based around one character. We didn't find out anything about him until the end, where all of a sudden he's not a superhero no more and he goes back to working in a phone shop. And then we're approached by these shady looking characters that we find out are the main character's ex-husband, who is obviously finding out what she's actually up to and then offering the superheroes that she's required or acquired or whatever, and coming in with a counter offer. This one kind of hit the feels a little bit because it was kind of based around a mother and a son based in France, and we kind of open with the mother a bit down on her luck. She doesn't really feel that she's bonding with her child. She feels like she doesn't have anything in common with him. She can't interact with him. She doesn't feel like he's got time to spend with her. He doesn't want to spend time with her. He's all about his dad. Loves his dad because his dad's this like I think he's like a movie director, so he's very popular and he just absolutely adores his dad, or so she thinks. So she kind of puts together like this wish list, and like I guess it's like a sympathy letter to the Chung Chong Huang or whatever her name is. I totally forgot what I said.
Ching Chang
So she
Wong.
sends off this. She sends off this letter saying, "Look, if I know you're putting together this team of ambassadors, I would really like to be considered for France. I feel like my son doesn't relate to me. I can't relate to him. I feel like we're not bonding. I feel like I'm losing him." And it was quite poignant because by the time you get to the end of the comic, you kind of understand that the tables have turned, and it wasn't what she did that made her become the superhero. And I thought that was quite a poignant moment in this comic, and it really made me want to read issue 4 because I know it's not going to happen because we're going to find out more about different characters and stuff, but I want to find out more about these two characters because the ending was very interesting. I don't know if he did it or he didn't, and we'll touch on it with the page and stuff like that, but I really, really enjoyed this issue. And off the back of issue number 2, I didn't really have high expectations for this, but yeah, I think Mark Millar and Cheris have drawn us back in, and I'm definitely like in it for the next 3 or 4 issues now. Anyone else? Now that I've blurred it on for about 5 minutes.
No, I think you did well there, mate, to be fair. I actually hadn't read the first 2, mainly because I know we picked it for the show, and then I wasn't on those days, so I didn't get around to reading them. So I read all 3 this week, and then left this one, obviously, till last to read yesterday. I didn't realise he's changing artist each book, which is amazing, which is really cool, because then it almost feels like each book is a standalone issue about that particular character, although there's this underlying thing going on about Ching Chang Wong Wu, whatever her name is. There's all that story going on, and then you've obviously got this bad guy that already has abilities that keeps popping up throughout the story. So, I mean, that's really cool. But I really enjoyed this. Like you said, Charlie, it was really nice to see the bond between a mom and a son, and the love between the two of them, and like how this whole portrays, and she helps him, she gives him superpowers. And like it's a really beautiful story. My only bugbear with it is there's a few bits where it's in French, and I can barely read English, so putting it in French made it very difficult for me to understand what was going on. So, and even Google Translate didn't help, because when you're trying to type it in and read it and type it in, it kind of takes it away a little bit of the fun of reading. So in the end, I just kind of flipped through the French. I kind of thought, hey, it's obviously irrelevant, I don't need it. But I'm sure if you were to read it in French, that they would be quite substantial bits to the story, I'm sure. But again, I liked it. I thought it was good. My only thing is I'm massively getting Invincible vibes from the whole thing. And I don't know whether it's just something we've already done, already kind of seen, already like a story we've already had. So it feels familiar to me. So I'm hoping it's going to get a bit more different, not so samey. But we'll see. I mean, it's not a bad comic. I did really enjoy it, and I definitely would recommend go and read it. If you haven't read Invincible, this is an amazing book. But if you have read Invincible, then you're going to get a little bit of the Invincible vibes from it. So, you know, look out for that, really. What did you think, Andy?
I think you guys summed it up pretty perfectly. The one thing you guys didn't pick up was the art. I thought the art was stunning in this issue.
True.
Cherests, like the detail of some of the panel work must have taken absolutely ages for this, and I don't think that probably the artwork will get as fully appreciated in this book as it probably should. Yeah, GP, absolutely. So I think that was the shining light of this issue. I said on issue number 2 that I was hoping for a lot more for issue number 3, and bar the artwork, I didn't get it in the writing. We had the exact same ending that happened in issue 2 as what we did in issue 3. But the one difference in this is I think maybe where this book is going is that there's different elements that make up the reason why they've become a superhero. So for this one, it was about the love of the son for the mother as opposed to the mother for the son, even though it was built up as her writing a letter because she was worried that he was going to go and do something silly. And it turns out that they flip it on its head right at the end when the son on the right-hand panel here basically drops the gun into the water, and is obviously deciding, right, okay, that he's not going to do whatever he was planning on doing. So I thought that was a nice sort of element to go on. But for me, this was just another issue where we were introduced to another set of characters who become superheroes, and then the scary lady at the end comes and says that I've got an offer that you can't refuse, which is essentially what happened in issue number 2. My question would be, are we going to have that in issue number 4, 5, and 6 until we get all the superheroes? Because if that is, then surely this is lined up for a second arc. And for me, I just want something to happen. I just let these superheroes go absolute. Like, don't show me what their powers are and how they use them to do good. I want them to go and battle somebody. I want something, dare I say, interesting to happen. And for me, bar issue number 1, that hasn't happened yet.
Well, you say that, like, so what I'm confused about is that when the Sun presses, like, I can't remember what it's called, like a Go Gadget button on her arm or something, she turns into the superhero. And she turns into the superhero, and then she gets to select what powers. Like, how long do these powers last for? Because halfway through the comic, she's like, "Oh, I was going to go for this power and this power, but someone else is using it for a."
And that was from issue 2.
Someone in Pakistan from issue 2.
That was it. Issue 2, which I thought was nice. That sort of linked the world together, and the fact, but they can only use 3 powers at the one time. But it seemed that they had like a treasure trove of different things that they could do.
Exactly.
It just so happens that they could do it. It was like super strength, and just I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, you know what could be quite interesting with this story. Sorry, Charlie, go on.
No, go on. I was just going to say, like, Andy, you touched on the point with this kid and stuff and dropping a gun. I don't think he dropped the gun. I don't think he dropped the gun, because the picture you look at him, he hasn't got his rucksack on. And I think he's literally just put his bag on the side and he's dropped his gun back into his rucksack. I've just got to think he's going to...
Oh, okay.
I think so. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that he's going to be a villain. I don't know. I think he's going to switch sides.
It's only because he's obviously leaning over the pole, because the lamp post is behind his arm, and it looks as if he's, I don't know, you could be right, but I took that as something different. I took it as that because of this, he decided that he was thrown out. He was basically leaving that life behind. He wasn't going to take that turn for the worst sort of thing. So I don't know, you could be right though.
I did like it where the shadow shows P, obviously, because his code name's Paris. So I thought that was quite nice.
That was pretty cool.
But yeah, I don't know. It's from him. I got vibes of there's a film out called We Need to Talk About Kevin. Has anyone seen that film?
No.
That's a pretty messed up film, and I think there's essences when his mum's in his bedroom and she's reading that he's been drawing and he's been plotting to kill these group of kids and stuff like that. And he basically turns around and says, "No, I don't. That's not what I'm doing. I'll just do it to get through the day." And if anyone out there has seen the film We Need to Talk About Kevin, there's similarities there, which made me think he's going to turn into a villain. I could be reading too much into it, but I think I did, because I kind of really went deep in this comic, as you can probably tell.
I think I'm at the stage now where I'm probably going to read issue 4, 5, and 6, because I'm just intrigued to see where it's going to go. I just hope, I'm hoping that I don't get to issue number 6 and it's just been an issue per introducing a character, and we have to wait to the second arc before those characters start to work together. But yeah, I mean, as we said before, we're hoping to get Mark on the show at the end of the year at some point. So it'd be great, if there's a trade or something at that point where everybody can read it and we can actually talk through this with Mark and the thought process. But for me, this issue, just buy it for the artwork alone if you need to, because it's absolutely stunning.
Is the Sun one of 6? If so, France gets 2 heroes. How does that work? So technically, there should only be 2 issues left.
So maybe that last issue is where they all come together and something happens with, whoever that lady works for at the end. Don't know.
I think it'd be quite interesting because they've got a pool of powers. I think it'd be really interesting if you can't use the same. Well, you can use the same power that someone else is using. But what if you don't know they're currently using flight and you steal it and use it and then they fall to their death, or they're in a fight in a battle and they're kicking ass with Krav Maga, and then you're like, "Oh my god, I need it." You have it, and then they get their heads kicked in. It's I like the idea of that happening later on when there's 6 of them, and they're all trying to pull at each other, all the good powers,
Yeah.
But it could then
Yeah.
cause huge problems for wherever they are in the situation, especially flying. If they're currently flying and then someone's using the flying and someone's using the levitation, and then, you know, that could really screw up your day, couldn't it?
Who was the guy that was introduced very briefly for a panel or two that apparently is another superhero?
Yeah,
he's
was
the back
standing
not
in the
alone.
issue
rafters.
1, isn't he?
Yeah.
Was
Is that that's what I thought? He was the one from issue 1 that was doing the shooting
So
at the
in
end.
in the issue 1, he crushes all their heads and their lungs and stuff and leaves one alive in issue 1.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't put that.
Yeah.
I didn't put that together.
It's only because I've read all 3 in one go, to be fair. That's the only reason I know that. Otherwise, I'd have forgotten.
But no, this is why I think there'll be an arc number 2, because there's so many possibilities. Like, as you said, if there's 6 of them and they're all fighting together, it's going to cause friction, because they're going to be like, well, I want to use that power, and I want to use that power. So how is that going to work? Is there like a time limit on them that you can only use it for like 30 minutes? I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
What's not to say that Ching Chang Wu, or whatever her name is, can't turn them on and off, because she turns in, I think it's issue 2, she turns Mr. India on and off, doesn't she, at the start?
Yeah.
So what happens if, you know, she disagrees with what they're doing and she turns off their powers completely, or like manipulates them? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think what might happen is that it'll be basically the ethos of the story is that you can't make a superhero. That you can't give people superpowers, and what will happen is, instead of all these superpowers being used for good, is that they'll ultimately be used bad, and they'll go against this person who's tried to create this superhero, and I think that might be where it goes. And that sort of scary lady at the end of the issue is actually a good person, so she's offered money to take the superpowers away because she knows that inevitably it's going to lead to something.
It's going to cause. Here's a question for you: do we think this is just a superhero version of 6 Billion Genies?
Yeah, I suppose so, in a way.
Yeah, I can get that. And again, like 6 Billion Genies, with the greatest respect, the first 2 issues were okay, and then it kind of
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, it went.
It did.
Yeah,
it did.
But then,
so,
I mean, if you guys have watched,
other than
you've read
the artwork,
Invincible, that's very similar. Like it started off very slow and then it got amazing. So
yeah.
But I would say, I enjoyed the story. I think I enjoyed this story much better than issue number 2. Like, issue number 1 was okay for me. I really enjoyed this. I don't know, maybe it was because it was like the family orientation, and it was like a bit of a curveball where we found out that she became a superhero, not because of the letter Shed wrote, but because of the letter that her son wrote. I'm going to stick around for the other 3 issues, but I enjoyed this one, and the artwork is fantastic.
Yeah, so, I'm here for all 6 issues. I'm invested now. I'm intrigued, and I guess it's a little bit of FOMO at this point. I don't want to miss out on something. And just to answer Dan's question here, it's Olivia Capel, who done Batman, who's the next artist on the next issue.
Nice.
Sweet.
Cool. Sweet. So yeah, that was if you ain't reading Ambassadors yet, what would you suggest? I mean, if I hadn't read this yet, I don't think I would have picked this up. I don't think I actually would have picked this up if Andy hadn't have chosen it as a sneak peek. I think this would have just gone by me. So I'm kind of still on the fence about it. I don't know if I'm enjoying it yet or I'm not. It's not a comic I would look forward to read every week, if I'm honest.
It's like we're in a marathon and we've went halfway, so we may as well just go the other half.
Yeah,
exactly.
There's no turning back now, guys.
Yeah. So yeah, well, yeah, I thought it was great. So if you're not reading the Ambassadors, give it a read. Why not? Go for it. So that's the comic, and what I've done already, because I always forget to do this. The comics that we're reviewing are up for review next week. They will be going on the YouTube communities tab in the next 5 minutes. I'll put a timer on it, so it might work, it might not. Let me know if it does or it don't, and then I'll have to do it again. But yeah, this is the Killer Comic Show Killer Picks. Up first is Tom. I'm so glad you picked this.
Yeah, so basically, I've gone for IDW Publishing's Teenage Mutant Turtles versus Street Fighter, because who doesn't love a good crossover? I'm not really sure what the story is going to be about, but it's basically a martial arts tournament where fighters have to travel to Atlantic City to test their skills. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles jump at the chance to compete, but a big stage means big competition, and the world's famous street fighters have shown up to force the powers of metal of their psycho powered fighting forms. So I'm really looking forward to this one. I love a good crossover, and I love the variant cover, which is, I don't know if you guys saw it straight off the bat. It took me a little while to notice.
Splinter. I know it's Shredder and Bison.
And Bison. Yeah. It took me a little while because I just thought it was Shredder, but it is Shredder and M. Bison. So I was like, I kind of need that cover in my life. / there's my cover pick the week this comes out. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. And obviously, it's not out yet. It's about 3 or 4 weeks away. I think it comes out on the 24th of May. Okay. So if you guys want to go down to your local comic book shop, I'm sure you'll be able to, get one on order, or at least reserve one before it comes out, because I think this is going to be one to pick up for sure.
Do you know, Tom, who's the cover on the right hand side?
The M. Bison Shredder one.
Yeah.
I don't know, mate. I did write it down, but I left my paperwork at work.
I love it. I think that's really fantastic. I can see that being like 4 or 5 different covers with the outline of different characters.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I can see it going forward along, because I think it's a 5-part series. I can see it going along each one, and maybe like it'll be, say next one you'll have Splinter, and then you'll have, I think is it Goku, who is Ryu's mentor. So you might have that one next.
The cover is by Sanford Green.
We met Sanford. Well, I met Sanford Green at Thought Bubble last year.
Yeah,
he does some fantastic artwork.
There's quite a few of them. It's there's one which is cover G, which is the 1 in 250 incentive, which has got the writing and everything, like all the logos and stuff. And then there's a 1 in 500 incentive, which is the Virgin one, which Tom's picked.
Which is definitely my cover pick.
Not easy to get home with.
That cover on the right hand side, guys, is it actually like that, or is it a die cut cover?
Oh, do you know what? A die cut cover would be stunning, actually.
That'd be cool.
But no, I think it is like what you said. I think it is that. I don't think it's a die cut.
IDW, a die cut cover. You know where you held it first.
Yeah, man.
That'd be awesome.
A die cut cover of that would be awesome. And then like you open it up and it's got like Splinter out on the corner and the rest on the other side.
Or you can buy that die cut part and you just choose which outline you want.
Oh, mate, that's awesome.
You're on mute, mate. Charlie.
Or he's gone.
You just buy, or you buy that cover and you cut it out, and then you stick the fighters onto the first page, so it closes.
Maybe it's just a sticker.
So many possibilities.
Or you buy 2 and you cut it out and put it back together.
Or hopefully it's just a die cut comic.
Or you just get it and read it.
Yeah, like you should do. But yeah, this looks great. Like, I really like the main cover. I think that's great. It's like the old school computer game. Pick your fighter, as Sean just said. Yeah, I'd buy this as a game, 100%. I'd like to see the Power Rangers on this as well.
My only problem with the first cover, like the actual official cover by Medial, is that Michelangelo's head doesn't look right compared to everything else in the picture. It's really odd. It doesn't look correct. But it is a lovely. I mean, the way he's done Raph at the top is awesome, and Raph's my favorite.
And why is there 5 turtles?
Because Jenica's in there.
One of them Jenica. Oh, it is Jenica.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to think. Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
interesting.
I don't know why they put Jenica in there, because she's not on the other cover.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, which makes me think: is it an actual die cut and Jenica's just hiding?
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Oh, who knows? Right. So this comes out May 24th. Andy, love this.
Yeah, I went for another Image comic, Something Epic, issue number 1. This is written by Simone Kadransky, and the artwork is by Tony S. Daniel. So outside our perception, creative thought takes physical form, with only a handful of individuals known as epics able to interact with this wondrous hidden world. But for 14-year-old Danny Dillon, accepting these responsibilities himself won't be easy or safe. Lose yourself in a world of endless fantasy and creativity where superheroes, monsters, magical creatures, and cartoon characters live and breathe alongside us. I thought that sounded sorry, epic, to pardon the pun. And I loved the artwork on the homage cover on the right hand side. There's quite a few covers out for this one, so that normally indicates that there's a lot of sort of store exclusives for this. But that little synopsis I thought was fantastic, really intriguing. What do you guys think?
I'd be up for this. I mean, I love Tony S. Daniels' artwork. He does. Is it Noctera?
Noctera,
part of Noctera. Yeah, his artwork is incredible. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to. I also really like the homage to T2, but I like the something epic cover. It's very ready steady player one. Is it Ready Player One?
Yeah. That's it's got that vibe, hasn't it?
I love it. I think it's great. I love that it's like, you've got almost got like Noah's Ark style fist with the stick. It's very godlike. And then you look around the cover, you've almost got like a Spawn character. There's a robot dinosaur, which is a bit of a homage to Transformers. It's wicked. I love it a lot. I really like this. Good pick, Andy, man.
I got Labyrinth vibes from the main cover. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but now you're
that's
saying
cool.
Ready Player One as well. Yeah, this looks wicked. Like, great pick. Epic. Excuse me.
Epic pick.
Epic.
But yeah, Epic 10th of May. So this is out next week. Love that. Right, so I've gone for something totally different. I've gone for
Nice.
Had to. All Elite, AEW Wrestling, all in London. So yes, this is their first ever pay-per-view in London. The company was founded in 2019 by Tony Khan with some famous faces from old school WWE. You've got likes of Chris Jericho, to name but a few, and then like it's wicked. I'm really looking forward to this, and I know on our little wrestling group chat that we've got going on Instagram and stuff, there's a few of us that have picked up tickets for this, and Comic Deal James picked up his ticket today with a little bit of help from me. I sent him over the early pre-order ticket, so he's got that. So I will be sharing a beverage with him on August the 27th. Very much looking forward to this. Massively into my wrestling. I think at the moment it's myself, James, and Dr. Von Hoot that are going. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Looking forward to seeing if they do fill this capacity of 90,000. It's going to be interesting.
I looked into doing it today. I was going to do it, and then I thought the travel for me is a nightmare. But then I thought, I'm still on the fence, massively on the fence. But then I thought it's either this or Thought Bubble. So I think Thought Bubble wins, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, I am excited for this. This should be an amazing show.
Oh, I can't wait. And also Alan from Coffee and Heroes is going as well. So there's I just can't wait for it. I was literally chomping at the bit to get it. Managed to get really good tickets right near the ring. So very much interested in this. Cannot wait. Yes. That's basically what I've got to say to it. Andy, I know you're not a wrestling fan, but is this something you would potentially go to?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. But yeah, that was my killer pick. I'm very much looking forward to this. And this is all based off the back of massively into my wrestling. And then on Sunday, just gone, I took my little boy who's into his wrestling as well, went to an independent wrestling show called Coliseum. And they put on a great show from 4 o'clock in the afternoon till 7. We was right in the front row watching wrestlers. Swanton bombs, power bombs, choke slams, 619s. It was wicked. Absolutely loved it. So yeah, I'm all in. Are you?
Are you all in London?
There, didn't it? Yes, I'm all in London. Born and raised in London. So yeah.
Is that Sting up at the top?
Yeah, man.
Yes, that is Sting and Darby Allin.
Sting? Yeah. I remember Sting.
Yeah.
Mate, Britt Baker in the centre. She's an incredible wrestler.
Yeah. Amongst other things. But yes, but honestly, it's wicked. Yep. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to meeting everyone from the group chat. And so, yeah.
James messaged me today to say that he'd got tickets for this. And see, the same weekend, do you know what else he's doing? Well, you probably do. He's going to Legoland.
Yeah, he's Legoland.
I know. Legoland for the weekend.
I hate him very much.
He is literally living his best life. What is going on?
So he's going to Legoland, then he's going to Legoland, and do you know what else he's done? He got a family ticket So that's 4 seats, and there's only him and his son going. They're getting the train down from Legoland to the event. They've got extra leg room because they've got an extra seat each, and then they're going back to Legoland.
Mate, have
What
you
a
seen
weekend.
James? You've seen James. He needs extra
Yes,
room to be fair.
yes, he does. He does. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this, and I do think it's going to be a sellout. If you haven't bought your tickets already, do try and get them because there's still, yeah, I think it's been around 50k sold now. And Poptimus is just saying, so yeah, that'd be interesting.
I might hit Comic Deal up, see if he wants to sell his spare ticket.
Go for it. So we've got the killer toy pick now, and I think there's only one this week, maybe.
Bam, bam, bam. It's for me. So Star
It's
Wars
me.
Black Series. It's a me. R5D4, which is one of my favorite characters, has been released by Hasbro. Should be roughly about 25 quid, give or take, and it's due out. It's not due out until February next year. So not much I have to say about this. This is part of the 40 plus year legacy of Star Wars Galaxy. So I think they're bringing out a lot of the old school characters. And for me, R5D4 is one of the droids. It's very close to my heart for many reasons. So this is why I picked this. Yeah, that's it, guys.
How big
I
is this
like
going to be?
it.
Like, how tall?
It's yon size. Like, I think it's like 4 inches.
No, how
sorry,
big?
4 inches. It's about 4 inches.
How big is the action figure, Andy?
Wow. You know me too well. I told you what happens in Thought Bubble stays in Thought Bubble, Tom.
Clearly not.
No, I like this little thing, and the figure.
Yeah. Wow, that was like deja vu.
Oh, look, I knew someone was going to say it. Same size as Sean. Say Sean.
Say Sean.
That's a say Sean. Sorry. He's saying sorry. There we go. But yeah, I quite like it. I like Hasbro figures. And I think it all stems back to being like a kid and growing up with Hasbro figures and stuff. And I think they're great. And for the price range as well, they're very affordable. So yeah, does it come with like a little stand, Andy, or is it literally just that? Does it come with like a podium or platform or anything?
No, it just comes as it is. This one, wow, I thought that sounded more wrong than anticipated. This doesn't need a stand, Charlie. Wow. Can I just unsubscribe? Let me just unsubscribe for you.
Sorry.
I've just unsubscribed from my own channel.
Yeah, I'm contemplating it. Trust me.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus. But yeah, so this is the Star Wars Black Series R5D4. Very, very interesting. I like that. Yeah, I do. Right, so we're over to the killer cover scoreboard. And it's that time already where we can laugh at me because I picked another shit cover. And, well, this is interesting. So looking at my slides, I'm in last position with 18%. And both of you guys are drawing in joint first place with 41% of the votes.
Oh, wow, nice.
So
do we both win this week?
If someone hasn't voted,
so. Yeah,
go in and vote.
Yeah.
Fucking votes, like seriously.
Yeah, I know.
Mate,
let's
just draw. We both have one on the scoreboard.
We're like,
it, you both won.
See, in the Olympics, remember the high jumpers that just decided they would take a medal each? That's just me and you right now, Tom. I'll take a medal.
Well, I'm humble. I don't mind. I like sharing. Yeah.
I'm the one just
4 inches.
I'm the one just putting chalk on your hands as you run up to go for the jump. I'm just there like, oh, take it. No, you can take the chalk. But yeah, so you both win this week.
What? Tom, help me here.
I actually think
about?
Charlie might have had a stroke.
Honestly, what you do? What chalk? What?
Just like Thurs.
You lot were saying. You lot were saying that you're like the Olympics or whatever, like the triple jumpers and everything like that, or swinging on the bars and stuff. And I said, yeah, you lot are the front runners, and I'm just waiting at the back, putting chalk on my hands, waiting for my go. Yes? No? Whatever. Right, so yeah, you both win this week. So next week, sneak peek for next week is, so I've gone for Fish Fires by Jeff Lemire, which is the free comic book day. Tom, you've gone for?
Astrobots by the amazing Simon Furman. He is back writing robots, and it is going to be awesome because Simon Furman is the daddy of Transformer comics in the UK, so it's worth picking up, I think.
And Andy?
He created Death Head, didn't he?
He did create Death Head, him and Jeff Senior.
And that's why they sort of fell out with Transformers and stuff, and that's probably why he's going and doing this. I would say.
Oh no, he never fell out with Transformers. He still does it. Still does with
Oh, does he?
Transformers. It's just IDW don't have the rights to them anymore, so no one has the rights to Transformers other than Hasbro and Takara.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Oh, really?
So there's no books. Yeah.
And it's what not publishing it's doing this as well, so that'll be
Yeah,
interesting to see how that goes. I picked Star Signs issue number 1. So if you watched last week's show, this was my sneak peek, and I thought the synopsis was good enough to throw it into the vote. So it'll be interesting to see how the vote goes this week.
I hope everyone
And
votes
as
for
I-
Star Signs because I'd really like to know what a Capricorn's powers are.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Fish fly should be good as well.
But there's been 3 votes so far, and Fish Flies is winning at the moment.
Nice.
Are you guys heading out for New Comic Book Day? I won't be able to, unfortunately.
Is that this weekend?
So, yes. So my mate, my good mate Edvic, he's popping out some comic book shops, and I've already given him a list of the comics that he asked me if he wanted me to pick up some, and I don't think he was expecting an extensive list like I sent him. But
yeah,
I'll be
heading out tomorrow, probably to meet Phil and James and Sean and a few other friends. We may partake in New Comic Book Day, but more than likely we'll be partaking in New Pint Day tomorrow.
On 6 Pint Day.
Or Saturday, sorry. Yeah.
Andy, if you are going, if you see any Japanese manga books or Transformer books or Teenage Mutant Turtle books, pick me one up, will you? Because I'm not going this weekend. It's my wife's birthday tomorrow, so I am going to spend the weekend with her.
Lovely. Yes, I certainly will.
Nice one.
But yeah, that's it, lads. That's another show done and dusted. Bish bash bosh.
Job done. Granola.
I had 3 minor strokes, but I'm recovering now. So yeah, yabba dabba do.
There's definitely a delay in your sound, I'm sure.
100%. Every single week I have technical issues.
We'll get there.
Is what it is. So, does anyone else want to sign off? Because I can't hear you.
Tom?
Yeah. Well, as always, guys, thank you very much for joining us. It is always a pleasure to be here with you a lot on a Thursday evening, and it does mean a lot to us that you spend your Thursday evenings with us when you can be doing so many other better things than spending the evening with us 3 amazing geezers. Andy, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, I've just got one last thing. Our good friend Redstars Comics is going live on Whatnot at 11:10 this evening. Can I implore you all to go and join his Whatnot stream tonight? Give him a little bit of support. If you haven't already, give him a little bit of a follow, because I'm sure he has a bunch of great comics for sale, and he's one of the good ones. So if you do that for me, that'd be great.
Ledge wand.
Perfect. I think I'm back. Maybe not. Probably.
You're there somewhere, mate.
Yeah, somewhere. Right. Anyway, yeah. As these two said, fantastic show. Thanks for everyone in the chat, and thanks for checking in. And enjoy what you're reading. Have a good weekend. Have a good free comic book day. Enjoy your pints, Andy. Enjoy your weekend out, Tom. And we shall see you next week. See you later.
Stay safe. Stay sexy. See ya.